Hello, hello, hello. It is Dolly. Welcome to my channel, Scrapping on the Go. This is my March 2025 in-person video. For March, we are going to talk about scrapbooking. I have been scrapbooking in a pantry room. It's a separate building from our tiny home of 350 square feet. And I'm just guessing that's what it is. It's small. And my husband built this because we needed a pantry room. And I said, oh, guess what? You can make me a scrapbooking area in that pantry room. So behind me is the pantry side, and in front of me is my scrapbooking area. Now, I didn't make it fancy. I wasn't sure if this will be a permanent area or a temporary area, or a temporary area for a longer period of time, if that makes sense. And I'm going to explain. So we have just moved into what I'm going to call is our smaller home, but perfect. So I really don't have a dedicated area that I'm going to turn into a scrapbooking room at this point. So I haven't decided if right now I just will have one spare room. It's a 3-bedroom, but I will only have one spare room. And I don't know if I will just take a corner of that spare room and make a scrapbooking area, and then still keep this area out here as an alternative, or I will just let my husband take it over as like a little workshop room to do little whatnots or whatever for him. So we'll just have to wait and see. But before I show you my scrapbooking area, I just wanted to let you know how I have scrapbooked over the years. I have never had just one complete dedicated area for a scrapbooking area. I have taken little areas, and then areas that are just a little bit bigger, and then just maybe a little bit bigger, and then went back to smaller, and now I'm kind of a little bit bigger. So I'll explain. At first, I used a fold up table, and I had some scrapbooking supplies in the very beginning when I was just learning about scrapbooking about 22 years ago. And I would just set up in the living room, watch TV, be with the family, and I would scrapbook. And then I would put it all down and I would put it in a spare room, because again, I didn't want to take a spare room and turn it into a scrapbooking area and not have a place for my guests, because we always had out of town family and friends staying with us. Now I then moved, and the next house that we stayed at or lived at for 13 years, we owned it, we built that house. I had a room that was a TV room, a game room, TV room. And I was over in this little corner next to a closet area, which held all the games. So that's what I did. I took my folding table and I took down the closet doors that folded out, and I put a pretty curtain there, and I kind of put the games in one area, and I set up my scrapbooking stuff so I didn't have them in totes anymore. And then about, 3 years later, my husband found this little corner desk, and it sat in there, and I still had my long table there because I need a little bit more room, because I was learning more techniques. I was really getting into mixed media products and doing mixed media. And so that's how I did my scrapbooking in that home for 13 years. Then we moved out of state to another state, and we went smaller, but not tiny or small. I'll say smaller than our other home. And it doesn't really matter on the square footage, so I'm not even going to get into that. Okay, so we just went smaller. I now only have the 3 rooms. I didn't have another room dedicated. And so I didn't know what to do. So I took that corner desk, because it was a solid wood corner desk, and I put it in my bedroom and scrapbooked in that area probably, I want to say about a year. And I need a little bit of more room. So I went back into the spare room, and that closet was a small walk-in closet, and I looked at it and I thought, you know what, I can make this work. And I did. I bought an IKEA, the big IKEA shelving. So I got a ton of these on sale at Michael's, and they went in there and they held all my supplies, and I had some other storage containers for my mixed media. Now I had a Cricut, and I couldn't keep that in there, or my printer, so I had a small end table type desk that was outside of that room for my guests. And I placed it on there, set it really nice, and then the TV was right above it. I didn't feel like my scrapbooking material was intruding on the comfort of my guest. So that worked out beautifully. And now we went tiny. And a lot of things happened in 2024 that just stopped me from scrapbooking. But my husband did build this outbuilding a year ago this month, not a year ago in March, but a year ago in January of 2024. But I really didn't get to enjoy it much until now. I had my stuff set up, but I just didn't really get to enjoy it. So I'm going to share my area to show you that you can scrapbook in small areas. You just don't overbuy what you know. But anyway, if you like it all, then get it all. And if you have a separate room, great. No judgment here. Never, never, never. So I will be picking up the camera in a minute to turn it around, because I don't think you really need to see all the details behind me. But over here, right there, is my pantry area of dry food items. So that's what's in there. Right behind me is my upright freezer, and you can see I even have some photographs of some of my family members. And then over here, my husband created some baskets that were supposed to be for my card making so that I could get to it easy, but he has slowly added items in there. And then right below it is a small chest freezer. My dorm refrigerator is over here to the left of me, and I have a printer that's on top of there. And anyway, so this back area is the pantry area, all right? And then in front of me is my scrapbooking area. And also, I remotely work 1 to 2 days out of the week, and I use this area for remotely working as well. Works out great. Now, I am going to pause the video and I am going to turn this around. So when you enter this outbuilding, this is what you see on the right hand side. On the left is the refrigerator, freezer, 2 freezers actually, in a pantry area. So I'm going to go slow, and we're just going to kind of turn, and we're going to talk about each of the area. So we're going to start here on the right hand side, this wall. So now you can kind of see the door. So I'll back up here so you can get an idea of the door. So there's the door where I say it's not finished. My little key to my heart, which that's what my scrapbooking area is. All right, so against this wall here, up here we have my Ranger inks, and I have the distressed inks in the minis, and then I have the oxides in that little tin area. And then right below it are close to my heart inks. So over here, as you can see, that black box to the very left is where I add photos that I'm working on scrapbooking. That clear drawer thing here, right here, sorry, got too close, too fast. All right, holds ribbons, some washi things that I fussy cut from huge washi tape, some miscellaneous small adhesive, my stamping blocks, my tools, my threads, and here are sequins and my large washi tapes and a few miscellaneous. Looks like I got a bag there. Whoops, sorry. So that's my miscellaneous. Then this over here is made for pens and pencils. So that's what I have there. And then I have small finger daubers. I couldn't think of the word. I have tweezers, a file, and then drawers down here, same thing, of stuff I use for mixed media or inking is there. Then right behind it is my container of washi tape, and I'm not going to pull it all out because then this video is going to be too long. Then right above me, I'm going to back up here slowly, is this hanging item from IKEA. And to the right, I have all my painting brushes, but any watercolor. So we'll just leave it at that, watercolor. Then I have my tri-blends. Then I have my camera set up, and then to the left is my various ink sprays. Then I have my calendar right there, and I put things that pertain to work there to remind me, and now for scrapbooking videos. And then that metal thing to the right where you see my ATG gun, I have my office supplies there. Phone stand right there. Then on my desk, I have a layout that I am going to be creating here. And then I have my computer, and I also have a second one for work, but I don't need that out right now, so I put it away. And so that's my laptop. Then over here is what my husband made me to hold all those little boxes. And then right below it is more mixed media tucked up in there. I mean, that's all mixed media products in there. And again, that will be for another video. So on the first shelf is above that. Let me go closer. Let's see if I can get closer here. So here are leftover of specific collections, and this is mostly of all close to my heart products. And then this one here is alpha phrases, the large ones. Let me pull it out real quick. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, so I keep that in there so you can see the phrases. So that's all that's in there. Some chipboard, the big 12 by 12 stickers. And then this one right here is loose paper from different manufacturers. So this is all close to my heart, so I kept that separate. And then these are 12 by 12 from all the different manufacturers that I have left, a bunch, you know, and I kind of keep them order by names in there. And that's it on my papers as far as pattern papers. This is stuff for my Hawaii trip, so it's got my pictures, my maps, all that kind of stuff. This is solid cardstock. This is my mixed media paper. This is, one of those is for card making, and I'm not sure what the other one is. I can't remember. Then on the side is a pegboard there, which holds my adhesive, my foam adhesive, my T-ruler, my regular ruler, some scissors, and my photo printer is right there. And then my little holder that you can add a little trash bag, and you can hold your drinks right there or hold a cup for doing mixed media. And then this little section here is of just miscellaneous ephemera that I haven't put away, or embellishments there. Then my plugs to download videos, and then this is why it's called pantry stuff. That's paint from some painting I did on some trim. And then this is what I was talking about, my desk. So this desk is 8 feet wide, that the front isn't finished. Then right below it, it's going to get dark. And there's my printer. And then there's the little dorm refrigerator. And then next to it is another shelf that my husband just put together, nothing fancy, that I have at the very top. All those are binders that will eventually get filled with scrapbooking memories. And then my paper, printer paper for my photo printer paper is in the kind of gray box there. And in front of it is my tape for my ATG gun. Then below that, in that teal basket, is some more stuff to create albums, you know, just the small little flip ones. And then I have some stuff in there, school stuff, supplies. And then that pink album that you see that's really thin holds my 12 by 12 stencils. The white ones hold my stencils that are like 9 inches and smaller. Now we're backing up and looking at my 2 rolly carts. So you can see the teal one is all my stamping and die stuff. So at the top is all stamps. The bottom, or this middle one, is all my dies and my little tiny die cutter. And then my larger one below. The one next to it holds my 6x6 papers, my 6x7, 6x8 papers. This is in the wooden one. To the left and then to the right are a lot of my rub-ons that I have, or those little sticker books is right there. In the middle one, the one to the left, has my gems, enamel dots, and some ephemera. Not a whole lot. We will go over those carts in detail in another video. I'm just trying to show you my setup for my scrapbooking room. To the right in the middle cart, that is Freckle Fawn's monthly subscription. I haven't subscribed to that, so that's that. So I have 1 year of that, of 6x8 paper. And then below, on the last cart there, the teal one to the right is from Allie Edwards, and monthly one. And then there's some leftover stamps. Then I'm going to go over here, and because it's part of my scrapbooking area. So at the bottom is some adhesive and wet wipes. Then above it is some more stamps up there. And then that blue one is my bill box. And then below are just some more products. So that is my scrapbooking area, guys. I hope that gave you some ideas if you are scrapbooking in a small area and you are on a small budget. And I guess that's it. I don't know what else to say other than give me a thumbs up. That helps bring traffic to my channel so that I am inspiring people that you and I may not know that's looking for inspirations and ideas. And most of all, get out your scrapbooking supplies, document those memories in a fun, creative way, and keep coming back and share my channel. We'll see you next time. Bye.